Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to J.F. Kennedy High School in Waterbury, Connecticut for more exciting basketball here on Channel 16 and YouTube. Mitch Beck with you, Deb Thoreau. This is why the boys get together at the very beginning of the season, is to play for a championship. Today, 15 boys from Waterbury Career Academy and 15 boys from Enfield basketball will gather together and go at it to create a lifetime memory as they start the road to the championship, which is just a mere 10 days away. Waterbury Career Academy comes into the game with a record of 12-8. They are ranked number 13 in this bracket. They will take on the Enfield Eagles, who came into the game with a 10-10 record. They will go head-to-head. The winner of this will play the winner of the number 4 Manchester against number 29 Kennedy High School, the very high school we're in right now. They'll play the winner of that game. So we got a lot to tell you about, and we're real excited to bring this game to you tonight. This DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball. Today our referee is John Anesta. Our umpire is Steve Zazuri. I got it right now. For Enfield, the starting 5 will be 00 Wyatt Raymond, number 3 Ty Calloway, number 12 Kyle Menaker, number 20 Christian Passini, and number 24 Ishmael Torres. For the Waterbury Career Academy, Jonathan Edwards will start with Langston Racine, Khalif Simon, and Khalid Simon, excuse me, and Marquand Watson and Lawrence Lazaro. Teams are lined up. We will turn the announcing over to John O'Toole, the PA announcer, as he welcomes us in for the singing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kennedy High School for tonight's opening state tournament matchup between the visiting Enfield Eagles and your Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. The CIAC requires us to maintain high standards of courtesy, fair play, and sportsmanship. We ask that you show respect toward players, coaches, and officials. At this time, to honor America, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Nothing better than hearing our beautiful national anthem. Welcome, Mitch Beck, along with Deb Thoreau. This is a DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Basketball, Varsity Boys Basketball, here on Channel 16 and on YouTube. It should be a great one today. The Enfield Eagles come into the game with a record of 10-10, and Waterbury Career Academy, Spartans 12-9. Starting team being announced now for Enfield, which, as we told you, is Wyatt Raymond, Ty Calloway, Kyle Menaker, Christian Pacini, and Ishmael Torres. For Waterbury Career Academy, they will be coming out next. Jonathan Edwards, Langston Racine, Khalid Simon, Marquand Watson, and Lawrence Lazaro. I don't know how I messed that up so early, but who knows? One of the things that's so much fun about broadcasting Spartan basketball is they have a small school, but they sure are loud. And it makes for a lot of fun, a lot of energy in the gymnasium. Have you got your guacamole dip, your chips, sitting down ready to watch this one? Well, you got yourself a great game to be watching. This one should be real exciting, go right to the end. This is considered a home game for WCA. They are the higher seeded team. As we told you, Enfield is seeded 29th or 28th. And WCA, I believe, I can't find my notes here, I believe they're 13th. Yes, they're 13th. See, I'm not completely senile yet, Deb. Rapidly approaching, but not quite there yet. You'll see Enfield is standing, waiting to get underway. Ronan O'Leary is there with his team. Pulling it together in just moments. John and Nesta will toss up the ball and we will be underway. Taking the tip off will be Wyatt Raymond and Marquand Watson. Little globetrotter-esque around the world. Ball's about to be tossed. Everybody looks ready. There's the whistle. And we're underway and controlled by WCA. Langston Racine sends it over. They're going to look to get Watson going early. Simon hits. Started off the game with a three. When WCA is hot from three, this could get over and ugly in a hurry. Tossed in down low, back out for a small jumper. Goes off the rim and bounced back in. I think they're going to give that to 24, Ishmael Torres. So it's 3-2, 40 seconds in to the first quarter. Racine swings the ball around. They set up their offense and drop down to Stallworth again. Or Simon, excuse me, long one from Racine, and he hits! Another three, that one for Racine, and it's a 6-2 game. Enfield looking to move the ball into the forecourt. Double teaming. And a good defense by WCA, a long three, and that one's hit by Kyle Menaker. Racine now will bring the Spartans into the forecourt. He does, and they set it up again, looking for Simon. Simon pulls up for another three. That one's no good. Going to the net hard is Lazaro, and it will get turned over to the Eagles, who ironically play in a building right now. The Kennedy Eagles play here. Could that be a little kismet? A little, we don't know. We'll see. 6-5 now with just over 6 minutes. Ball work down low. The double team is there. Kicked out wide. Long three, no good. Jonathan Edwards with the rebound. He pushes the ball up the court. Runs through three guys, whips it at the net, and it doesn't go. He'll go to the line. Ishmael Torres picks up the foul. That's his first. 6:01 up on the big clock in the first quarter. First one gets the shooter's bounce. Goes in for Edwards. Edwards sets and shoots and hits the second. 8-5. Ball moved into the forecourt by the Eagles. Back to the top of the point. Thrown all the way across the top. Worked it down low nicely. And a three. And that's good. Menaker hits the three. We're tied. Excuse me. Racine brings the ball into the forecourt. The 4-point lead that they had is gone. That's the first time Watson's touched the ball down low. Moved over to Racine again. Tossed over to the far side. Weak side shot. No good. Watson. Nope, that ball's going to be called that it's out of bounds. And it's going to go to the Eagles. 5:16 remaining. We've got a tie score. Christian Piscini with the ball. Goes up high. Over the top. Gets it back. Playing a little catch with Ty Calloway. Setting up play. Piscini looks over the situation. Finds Menaker. They play catch again. And they'll set it up and try it again with Ty Calloway. Simon comes out to play him. They swing it out to Menaker for a long three, and he hits that one. And that's Enfield taking their biggest lead of the game, 3 points. It's 11-8, Enfield on top. Kevin Zaluki, the Enfield coach, super animated. Long three, and it's good. That's Lawrence Lazaro with that one. Big three-pointer to tie it back up again. What a nice move. Get that ball over to Piscini. Mike Calloway. They set it up in the forecourt. Playing a 3-2 zone. Or 1-2-2, depending upon how you want to call that. Standing up top. They work it over to Menaker. He pulls up for another three. That goes off the rim. He gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Calloway. Calloway pulls it back out, gives it to Menaker and back into the corner for Piscini. That shot's no good. Nice rebound down low, goes up over the top. That was Wyatt Raymond, and it's turned over. And our first substitution of the day, Piscini checks out. And checking in is Cameron Hicks for the Eagles. 3:34 remaining in what has been an outstanding first quarter. Racine brings it into the forecourt. They're playing a 2-1-2. Swinging along the perimeter. Nice move to the bucket. Off the glass and in. Menaker went to take a charge. No call. Didn't look like one. He still looked like his feet were moving. Racine with the steal. They got a quick 2-on-1. Racine is called for the offensive foul. Little overzealous from the young man. He had somebody wide open on the wing. He could have passed it off easily, and it would have been almost an instant layup. So here comes the press for Lazaro. Lazaro and Racine making him skip it over the top. Menaker swings it around to Calloway, cuts to the middle, but there's nothing there. Calloway running the offense. He's calling a play. They're looking at the 1-2-2 this time. Setting a pick for Menaker. And Racine picks it off again. Goes all the way to the hole this time. And he gets it. Able to finish and make it 15-11. Pardon me. 2:33 to go. Quarter number one. Worked down low to Wyatt Raymond, that was. Wyatt Raymond. Callaway now, barking out what he wants, setting up the play. Looks like they're looking for Menaker again. Long three, that goes off the rim. Rebounded by Edwards. He loses the ball and is fouled. Probably going. Number 2, that's going to be on Cam Mason, who just checked into the game, picks up a foul. Edwards gave it to Racine. He goes to take his position in the offense. They're playing 2-on-2 again. And Simon has it now. Swings it around to Edwards, back down low, back up top to Simon. He loses, Edwards lost it, and it's picked up by Cameron Hicks, who loses the ball himself. They call it jump ball, and the ball will turn and go the other way. Or I'm sorry, excuse me. He called a timeout. That was a smart play by the young man. He was in trouble. And what was coming up next was either a turnover or something uncomfortable. How's that? So the two teams rally around their respective coaches. If you can get a shot, you got the Enfield team doing something I've never seen before. They're all hugging each other while they're standing in their huddle. I've never seen that. Gotta love that. So Enfield will have the ball in the forecourt. Bassini's checked back in. He will trigger the play and gets it back. They're playing a little bit of catch. He and Cameron Hicks. And Callaway has it. Good play on the 3. Rebounded now by the Eagles, or excuse me, by the Spartans. Watson has been very quiet so far. In fact, I think he's only touched the ball once or twice. Seems to be looking for it, talking to his teammates like, "Where you, give me the ball," and gets it. Racine works it down low to Edwards. Edwards pops it back outside. Racine looking. Pushed back to the outside. Dangerous pass, but Racine's able to get it. Edwards calling for it. Watson calling for it in the corner. He's got it. He pulls up the 3. Runs it right off the top of the rim. 15-11 with just over a minute, exactly a minute now, to go in the first quarter. Callaway with the ball at the top. Looking to stretch the defense. In a 1-2-2, they work it down low. Passini gets down low, gets his own rebound, and it comes in and out, and Watson with his first contribution with a rebound. Watson looks to go end to end. It's kicked outside wide. That doesn't go. Rebounded by Callaway. And he's got it back with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 15-11. Spartans leading over the Eagles. Racine challenging. Lazaro now goes out to play him. Kicks it out to Passini. Back to Callaway. Another 3 for Menaker. Got him on the arm, but no call at the front of the rim. Callaway with the long 3 at the buzzer. Making it 15-14 at the end of 1. There is absolutely nothing better than playoff basketball here in the CIAC tournament for Division II. Let's be entertained now by the WCA cheerleaders. Good job by the young ladies. 8 minutes down, 24 more to go to see who moves on to play the winner of number 4 Manchester and number 29 Kennedy. Manchester is 16-4. Kennedy's 8-12. Needless to say, they are going to have their hands full. That game is going on right now up in Manchester. After the exciting basket right at the buzzer by Ty Callaway, making it a 1-point lead, they will start with the ball here in the second quarter. Menaker gives it to that very same Callaway, and they're looking to stretch the defense again. Racine, and they're going to call Racine for a foul. That will be his second. I'll call him for reaching. Callaway crosses the half-court line and swings it around to Sumner Conklin, who checks in for the first time in the game. Conklin has it. Wyatt Raymond pushes it back out top to Callaway. Callaway moves to the center, and he and Pacini play catch some more as they try and work the defense. Menaker at the top. Pacini now. They'll try and set it up again. See if they can pull the Spartans where they don't want them to be. Pop somebody out for a shot. Pacini gave it up to Callaway. And the ball's pushed back outside again. Menaker way outside. For a big man, he's coming way out. Callaway sets it up down low. Pacini for the three. That's way off base. Racine pulls it down. Marquand Watson front rims the shot. And we go back the other way. It's still a 1-point difference. Spartans still on top. Callaway getting it to Pacini on the strong side. Now they switch things up. They're going to run a different play. Looking for Menaker. They get it to him. You got to appreciate the patience that's being shown by this Eagle roster. Not forcing anything. They're looking to create something. Pacini and Callaway. Callaway calls for a pick, gets it, and he took steps. So the Eagles are certainly looking to slow this game down and not get into a track meet with WCA. I talked with Kevin Zaluki before the game. And there's a shot. It's rimmed. Got away with one there. Coming all the way down on 2-on-1. What a play by Watson coming from behind. 2 blocks in a row. Raymond, the ball rolls off the hoop. Tremendous defense right there from the Spartans all the way across. Marquand Watson maybe not contributing right now offensively, but that was one hell of a defensive play. Came all the way back to block the shot. And there's a turnover. And it will go to the Eagles. So getting back to my point, I was talking with Kevin Zaluki, and he was talking about the fact that he didn't want to get into a track meet, but he didn't want to slow the game down either. He was going to have to play it by ear and mix it up. So far, it's been slow it down, try and get a good shot. Callaway working the defense. Thrown across top. Watson goes out to meet Menaker. Menaker pulls up for the three. That one bounces high and wide. And taken down by Zion Lott, who checked into the game. Dumped it to the middle to Edwards. He pulls up, gets a shot. It's no good. And a foul. Watson called for that for a push. That's his first. Team's third. Here comes Callaway, setting up the methodical offense He tries to pull in to the lane, doesn't get it. Pulls out, pulls up for a shot. That one is bounced off the rim. Menaker's there and gets the roll. And the Eagles have regained the lead, 16-15 with 3:55 and counting in the first half. So far, if there's anything with the Spartans that has been an issue, is getting some offensive rebounds. There's a long three. That rims in and out. Watson is there to put it back. And the Spartans regain a 1-point lead, 17-16. Menaker able to bring it down low. Shot pulled up, goes in and out, and then back in. And that's Sumner Conklin. And we're going back and forth now. Eagles regain the 1-point advantage. Racine. And as you can hear, it is good and loud in here. Now the three, no good. And the Eagles are controlling both the offensive and defensive boards. Spartans better deal with that, or that's going to cost them. Callaway. Menaker. He has Watson all over him. Bassini playing catch with Callaway, looking for something down low. Callaway's barking directions at his team. Bassini, and gives it back. Ball thrown down low, and Conklin with the giveaway. Raymond is going to check out. Coming in is number 23, Matthew Santee. They're going to play a 2-3. Watson, 3 guys on him. Kicks it back out wide. Racine has it now. He pulls up. Zion Lott with the 3. That goes in and out. Edwards with the rebound. He pulls up for a shot that's short. And Menaker is there to take it away. 1 minute 48 seconds left in the first half. And only expect that they're going to hold this for as long as they can. Menaker pushes it down low to Bassini, back up top. Back to Bassini, he'll pull up for a 3. It goes in and out. He gets his own rebound, goes to the net, gets the layup, and it's good. 20-17. The Eagles now with their tying their largest lead of the game, 3 points. Minute 15 now remains in the first half. Ball kicked out to Edwards. Edwards to Racine, to Watson, out wide, back to Racine for 3. And that one goes off the back rim. And again, no second chances for the Spartans as we have less than a minute to go in the first half. Mitch Beck, Deb Thoreau with you on this DETSportsMedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball on Channel 16 and YouTube. So glad we could have you along for us tonight for the CIAC D2 opening round playoff game. WCA Spartans and the Enfield Eagles. Callaway has 3 guys on him, is able to hold on to it. Menaker kicks it outside to Conklin. He throws up a 3 and an air ball. Watson is there with 20 seconds to go. He goes hard to the hoop and he's fouled. They're calling an offensive foul. "17 seconds left. That's a second on Watson. Watson's going to go take a seat, not taking a chance. Gerald Council checks in. Also, Rafael Prado is in the game. Three-point lead on the line with less than 10 seconds to go. Kicked down low. Thrown shot up in the air. And there won't be time for a shot. Up, but it gets off. It's not going to go. And at the end of the first half, in a bit of a surprise, the lower-ranked Enfield Eagles take a 3-point lead to the locker room over the number 13 Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Stick around. This is going to be an exciting second half of varsity playoff basketball. Stick around. Welcome back to JFK High School here in Waterbury, Connecticut. It's a DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball on Channel 16 and YouTube. And this is the 2019 Division II Boys Basketball CIAC Tournament. We've got the number 13 Waterbury Career Academy Spartans and the number 28 Enfield Eagles. And as of right now, it's a bit of an upset as the Eagles have a 20-17 lead as we get ready to start the second half. Winner of this game will play the winner of Manchester and Kennedy, which is going on right now up in Manchester. And Manchester's number 4 in the bracket. They are 16-4. Kennedy, the actual school here where we're at, they're 8-12, and they are ranked number 29 in the bracket. So here's the first half scoring for the visiting Eagles. Wyatt Raymond has 2 points. Ty Calloway, you might remember, hit that beautiful 3 at the end of the first quarter. That's all he scored. Kyle Menaker has been carrying the team. He's got 11. Christian Pisani has 2. And Sumner Conklin has 2. In terms of fouls, just Cam Mason and Ishmael Torres each have a foul apiece. For the Spartans, Langston Racine has 5 points and 2 fouls. Khalil Simon has 3 points. Marquand Watson, who they need to get going in this second half, he only has 2 points and he has 2 fouls. That's a big, big thing that we're going to have to watch for in this second half. And Lawrence Lazaro has had a very, very good first half. He has 5 points. John Anesta is our referee. Steve Zazuri is our umpire. And we are just about ready to get underway in the second half. Strap yourselves in. It's going to be a good one. This has been a tight, tight basketball game. If you're rooting for the home Spartans, you're going to have to hope that these guys start to get some rebounds. They are not rebounding on either side, either offensively or defensively. If you're the Eagles, you really want to continue to do what you've done, which is slow the game down to a snail's pace and just rebound, rebound, and more rebound. Stay out of foul trouble and don't let Marquand Watson get started. He does, and this game could turn in a dime. Is it in a dime or on a dime? I guess it's on a dime. Turn on a dime, meaning that it's very short, fast. Well, we'll cut that short right there because that's leading to a joke that's just going to get me in trouble. So, and we're underway in the second half. Langston Racine now, as the team moves from the right to the left. Racine gets it down to Watson, kicked outside. Back to Racine, moving the ball a little quicker now. Trying to find Watson. Watson gets open, front ends the rim. Turns for the runner. Menaker with the rebound. Kind of looked to me like he walked. But obviously, the referee did not feel that way, John Anesta. Ty Calloway is being manned up. Spartans have changed to a man defense. And Watson goes up big for the rebound. So they've switched from the zone. And there's a big 3 from Jonathan Edwards. And just like that, we're tied up. So they're going to try and exploit the one on man-to-man. Calloway with Edwards on him. Racine and Passini. Menaker and Watson. Simon and Raymond. Calloway goes end-to-end and puts up the finger roll, and it's a 2-point lead. Racine now. Simon back to Racine, working it to Watson, going low to the net, and a nice bucket. Lawrence Lazaro with another bucket. He's got 7 points. Calloway works it, goes glass, and gets the roll. Racine brings it into the forecourt, and they're going to set up the same play again. Edwards thinking three. Gives it back to Lazaro. Racine and Simon play catch. Racine tries to get it down to Watson. Watson pulls up at the free throw line, misses. He's struggling shooting tonight. Callaway, again methodical. They're playing man-to-man now. And they're going to call Lazaro with his first foul. Menaker looking for some help. That hits Watson. That seemed like an awful long 5 seconds to me. Menaker looking for some help again. Given to Passini. Passini turns and goes towards the hoop. Looking for Callaway, throws it behind him, and a turnover. It's what the Spartans need right now, is to get some defensive stops. Lazaro. Racine almost lost it. Simon pulls up for the three. That's no good. Racine gets it after it hits Lazaro's hand. So they get a second chance, something you didn't see too much of in the first half. Lazaro goes hard to the hoop, gets taken the ball away from him, and a turnover. So the second chance opportunity turns into a turnover, and the Eagles come up the court with still a 2-point lead. Callaway pulls up for the jumper, make it a 4-point lead, and that's their biggest lead of the game. The Eagles are staying in their 2-1-2. And Ronan O'Leary calls a timeout. He wants to have a discussion about the defense, the way the Eagles are playing it, and how they're going to counter it. As of right now, they need Marquand Watson to step up and start hitting some hoops. That's been the issue so far. Watson is their most potent offensive player. And with him, he has only had, that's what I'm looking for, 2 points. This is a young man who averages 24, I believe it is. The Eagles come back on the court. 23.5 points per game is what Watson has been averaging. And with 4:30 left in the third quarter, he has 2. That's the storyline right now. No rebounding, and Watson unable to score. Setting up a play. Read extraordinarily well by Wyatt Raymond. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Lazaro has it. He's got Edwards there, chooses to go to Racine. Edwards. Simon whipping it up to Lazaro. They try and get Watson. Kicked back outside quickly to Racine for a 3. And he hits! Racine with his 8th point, making it a 1-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Edwards and Callaway. Callaway. It hits Watson's foot to Menaker. Menaker misses a shot. And Edwards tries to make a play, goes off his hand, goes out of bounds, and it will be the Eagles' ball. Lazaro goes out. And coming in is Rafael Prado. Passini. He's man on man now. Edwards. Edwards quickly staying with him. Menaker comes to help him out. Simon gets picked off. Callaway with the jumper, and he hits it. And it's a 3-point lead again with 3:20 to go, 28-25. Racine calls play number 3, whatever that is. We'll see it. Edwards looking down low, gets it back. He pulls up for a long 3, gets the front rim, and Raymond pulls it down. Another rebound. Under 3 minutes now in the third. Callaway goes again, unfettered to the hoop. Prado gives it up to Racine. Here comes Watson, look out! And that's a bucket! It's a 1-point game. That's got to feel good for Watson. He did that with quite a lot of authority. A lot of frustration coming out in that one. There's Callaway going hoop, and he doesn't get it. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. I think that's, who are they calling that on? I think they're calling that on Prado. I think they called that on Prado, I'm pretty sure. Khalil Simon checks out. Zion Lott back in the game. And it's a 2-point game. Callaway with another. Getting it down low to Watson. Nice give and go to Prado, and he gets it. Prado with his first points, and we are tied. Spartans have battled their way back from 4 down, and there's a turnover. Here comes Racine. Gives it to Edwards for the jam. Oh! Edwards set up Watson, and it bounces out. That's what happens when you try and get fancy. You need points, not fancy. That could be a key play at the end. Menaker goes for 3. He's short. Raymond with the rebound gives it up. He gets good and fouled. But they're not even going to call that. Prado looked to me like he got him with the arm, but they said he just got ball. Conklin's going to check out. And we got a jump ball. Matthew Santi has checked in. So the possession arrow will change and go back to favoring the home Spartans. Callaway has Prado on him. Giving it up to Menaker, back to Callaway. Prado playing him, gets him up tight. Callaway tries to go down the middle, does, throws up the runner. Raymond with the rebound. And that's going to pop out. Who are they going to call that to? Coming back in is Prado. And they're going to say it went off the Eagles. And this is the first chance in a long time with 1 minute left in the third for the Spartans to take a lead. If this game is close, we're going to look back at that jam that he missed. Prado whips it up top to Edwards. Edwards through the legs. Zion Lott for 3, and it doesn't go. But following up is Watson, he misses. And Pacini has it with 35 seconds left in the third quarter. What an exciting basketball game here in this opening round of the CIAC Division II Boys Tournament. Prado dives on the floor. They're going to give the ball to the Spartans. They're going to say it went off Callaway with 23.7 left. Spartans have absolutely raised their game from where they were. What was lethargic basketball in the first half from the Spartans has been energy and hustle this entire third quarter. and they've earned their way back to a 29-29 tie. Kevin Zaluki has his team arm in arm. He's in the middle of that, explaining what he wants. Ronan O'Leary talking to his bench. A lot of them going off and getting a quick drink of water. What a basketball game we've had for you tonight. We hope you're truly appreciating what we're able to bring to you here at DETSportsmedia.com. This production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball on Channel 16 and on YouTube. Mitch Beck with you, calling the play-by-play. The wonderful Deb Thoreau giving you all the sights and the sounds. It's the A team. Horn sounds, teams will get back on the hardwood. One thing you gotta respect about these Eagles, they have not taken a foul in this quarter and only have 2 in the entire game. That's pretty impressive. That's discipline. Racine now with 15 seconds left, playing for the last shot. Expect them to start to go now and make a move. Edwards looking for Watson. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Racine pulls it up, it's gonna be short. And that's how we're gonna end 3 quarters of play. Tied at 29. Spartan cheerleaders now come out to entertain, and we'll let you take that in. Another nice job from the young ladies. So this is what it's going to come down to. Who wants it more? I mean, it's the oldest cliche in sports, but it really is applicable here. As both teams, we enter the 4th quarter tied, 29 apiece. I think if the Spartans can somehow get Marquand Watson going, this could be a big one. And again, I mean, I hate to harp on it, but that missed dunk right now is standing pretty tall. So we're underway. Spartans looking to move the ball. Prado swings it around to Edwards, back to Racine, down low to Watson, to Prado. Bounces down low and it's a turnover. Callaway now looks to get them, the Eagles, a 2-point or 3-point advantage. Prado, they switch up. Menaker, Edwards, and Callaway going at it. Menaker now. He and Watson playing one-on-one. They lose the ball. Edwards coming with some speed, kicks it out. 3-pointer for Racine, goes in and out. And a rebound by Watson. Prado was able to kick it to Edwards. Back to Racine at the top. 7:06, and we are still tied. Zion Lott is open for a 3. He pulls up and shoots. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Enfield by Sumter Conklin. We go back the other way. Callaway now. Conklin has it. To Raymond, back to Conklin. Or excuse me, back to Callaway. Pisani now. He's got Lott on him. Sets a pick, doesn't choose to take it, but goes down, shoots, and they're gonna call a foul on Prado. That will be his 2nd. Oh, they're saying it's his 3rd, I'm sorry. So Callaway looking to put his team up. Misses the first. Zion Lott checks out. Lazaro checks back in. Callaway gets the second. And the Eagles take a 1-point lead. Six and a half left in the fourth quarter. 1-point lead for the Eagles. Pushing it down low to Watson. He pulls up for two. No good. Prado had it down low, but Raymond wrestled it away. And back come the Eagles, looking to expand on a 1-point lead. Callaway goes coast to coast. And they're going to call that on Callaway for a charge. That's his first. 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. That is the team's first foul of the second half and only the third of the game. Edwards, they're looking to get Watson into the game. Back to Edwards, he pulls up for three. That's no good. Watson's there for the jam! The Spartans take a 1-point lead. Firing up the crowd. Pisani looks to kick it out to Menaker. He throws a long three. Pisani gets the rebound but turns it over. Racine up to Watson. He pulls up for three. That's short. And Raymond's got it and gives it to Callaway as both teams evacuate the defensive zone. Callaway goes down the middle, pulls up for his jumper. No good. Watson is there, and he's fouled by Callaway. That's Callaway's second, team second. We've talked a lot. We got a timeout. We have a timeout. Enfield Eagles call for a breather. We just talked about through this entire thing about how Enfield wasn't taking fouls and then they take two back-to-back. I kiss of death them. So here's where we stand right now. Spartans have a 1-point lead with 5:09 left in regulation. They've committed 3 fouls, and Enfield's committed 2. Huge bucket there from Marquand Watson, who has had a very quiet game. Has 6 points. Lazaro has 7, and Racine has 8. In a game where points are at a premium, every single possession matters. Chance now for the Spartans to expand on their lead. Racine into the forecourt, goes between the legs to Edwards. Edwards tries to get it down low to Prado, but it's picked off by Conklin. Callaway. Prado came up to help on the 2-on-1. Callaway gives it up. Gives it to Lazaro. Racine has it. They're going for a full court press. Lazaro breaks it. Edwards goes to the hole. He gets fouled. They're calling it, are they calling that a charge or a foul? Yep, they're calling the charge on Edwards. That's his first. 4:35 remain. It's still a 1-point lead for the home Spartans, who are playing a home game here at J.F. Kennedy High School in Waterbury. Callaway, Maneker, and Watson battling. Callaway calling for a pick. Kicked out to Maneker. Maneker goes baseline, pulls up, and gets the roll. 32-31 now. Coach Kevin Zaluki is way outside on the floor. Racine looks to get it to Watson. Pushed down low, was forced to Prado, and another turnover. And here comes Callaway with 3:40 left to go. Picked off by Edwards. He spins and gets the hoop. What an effort from the young man. Racine almost picks it off and does. He's got it. The pound is electric. Watson goes hard to the hoop. And he will pick a foul. Christian Pisani gets called for the foul. Watson goes to the line. What a quick turn of events. 3:23 to go. 33-32 for the Spartans, with Watson on the line with a chance to expand it. He's going to shoot 2. Third foul for the Eagles. Watson misses the first. Just not been that kind of a game for him. Pisani checks out, and number 13, Cameron Hicks, checks back in. This one will make it live. Could make it a 2-point difference if he can hit the free throw. Misses the second. It has just been a bad day for Marquand Watson. Clearly the best player on this Spartan team. Here comes Callaway again on Edwards. Prado, Callaway goes to the hoop, throws it up, no good. Rebounded and turned back. Here comes Watson. He throws it off the glass and rebounded again, this time by Raymond. We're back in that circumstance where the Spartans just can't seem to get anything off the glass. Callaway up on the far side. Maneker pulls up for the shot, misses, and Lazaro has it, comes with speed, moves up, and misses a shot. Just like that, that will be the third foul now on Callaway. And like I said, fouls were not an issue for the Eagles, but over the last 4 minutes, they've taken 4. Lazaro has it go in and out. Chance to give a 2-point lead to the home Spartans. He shoots and hits. Pisani's going to check back in. Hicks checks out. .236 to go and a 2-point lead for the Spartans. Callaway now, he and Edwards. Pisani drives the lane, loses the ball, throws it up top to Raymond. Swings it around, Callaway's got it again. Maneker gives it to Pisani, back to Callaway. Callaway and Edwards battling with 2:10 to go. Forced off the rebound. Racine now has it after a nice rebound by Lazaro. Pressure there from Callaway. Racine, a 3-pointer is good! Lazaro! And that's the largest lead of the game right now for the Spartans, 5 points. With 1:42 to go. Sumter puts it back in. And a timeout is called by the Enfield Eagles. What a game. Huge 3-pointer there, just huge, from Lawrence Lazaro. His 10th point of the game. Everybody's trying to regroup and catch their breath, including me and Deb. Quite a game. Thank you for joining us on this DETSportsMedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball. And this is the 2019 Division II Boys Basketball CIAC Tournament. First round. And if this is the opening round, boy, it's just going to get better from here. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Manchester and Kennedy game. And if it's Manchester, which it's very likely to be, it would be up in Manchester tomorrow. Manchester 16-4 all season. Kennedy, the 29th out of 30 teams in the tournament, and they were 8-12. That game will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Manchester and Kennedy tomorrow at 7. Now, should Kennedy pull off a huge upset and WCA win, the game would be at WCA tomorrow, and we would most certainly have that game for you. So with 1:38 to go, we have a 3-point lead for the home Spartans. Enfield has the ball. Possession arrow is favoring the Spartans. Oh, excuse me, Spartans have the ball, my bad. Full court pressure is on. And Watson now gives it back to Edwards. They get the ball inbounded. They're looking for pressure. Prado has it. They get it off to Lazaro, who just hit that huge three, and they foul Lazaro, and they'll send him to the line with 1:28 left. That foul is on Conklin. That's his first. Oh, I'm sorry, they're not in the penalty yet, so it won't be a shooting foul. Racine gets it to Watson. He's double teamed. Racine. And he's fouled. That's a blocking foul on Callaway. That's his fourth. One more, and they will be in the penalty with 1:16 to go. Nobody wants to challenge Racine. He'll take his sweet time. Lazaro gets it down to Watson. Watson is double teamed. Lazaro has it. He's double teamed. And we have a call. That's going to go on Raymond. So they are in the penalty, and Watson will go and shoot two with 1:03 left. It's still a one-possession game. If Watson can hit both of these, they could be daggers. Play silences as Watson shoots. He hits the first, and he'll shoot another. That's a 4-point lead. Definitely now, right now, it's a two-possession game for the Spartans. Watson shoots his second and hits it. 5 points with 1:03 to go. They're going to need a 3. They're going to need a 2. Callaway goes to the hoop, and it's rejected by Lazaro. Lazaro having his best game that we've seen all year. 45 seconds to go. And they're going to call a turnover on Racine. 45 seconds to go and a 5-point lead. Here comes Callaway. He does not have a lot of time for big moves, and a nice play by Racine. Smacking it away. 38 seconds to go. 38.2 to be exact. Maneker's going to throw it in with Watson in front of him. Gets it to Callaway. Callaway and Edwards. Edwards has had a hell of a game defensively. Callaway goes through the hoop again, loses the ball. Conklin gets the hoop with 30 seconds to go. Exactly 30 seconds to go and a timeout. Spartans now have a 3-point lead. Simon's going to check back in. They have a 3-point lead. They have the possession arrow. They're shooting fouls, free throws. They just need to stay composed. You got to expect that the Eagles are going to foul whoever touches the ball first. So you definitely want to make sure one of your better free throw shooters is the one that's going to catch that inbound pass. You would have to assume that it's going to be Watson, Racine, or Edwards. Those are the 3 guys who are their big guns. But as hot as Lazaro has been in this one, you got to expect he's going to be looking for him too. Lazaro hit that monster 3 to completely change the momentum of this game. horn sounds, the teams will be called out to the floor. And we're going to find out who advances tomorrow night to play the winner of Manchester and Kennedy. Enfield, there is a scenario where Enfield could host the game. Enfield would have to find a way to win this one, and then you'd have to hope that Kennedy somehow beats Manchester. Then they would host. All right, here we go. Ball is inbounded to Lazaro. They're going to come over and foul him, and they do. As we told you, Lazaro's been their hottest player. That's who you want to have the ball. He's going to go to the line? Yeah, of course he's going to go to the line. They're in the penalty. Prado comes back in. Simon checks out. Can make it a 5-point game again if he can hit these two. Simon's been tremendous today. Excuse me, Lazaro's been tremendous today. Hits the first. Making it a 4-point game. Warnings issued to Raymond and to Watson. Behave themselves. Lazaro can put a dagger in if he can hit this one. And he does. Lawrence Lazaro playing his best game of the season at just the right time. 5-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Watson. Prado reaches for Menaker. Menaker pulls up a long three and hits it. Wow. Less than 10 seconds to go. They get it to Lazaro with 8.3 left and a 2-point lead. If Lazaro hits both of these, can pretty much ice the game. And that's it. 5 fouls on Callaway. He's done. They sent Hicks back in. This will be 1-1. You need Lazaro to hit this if you're rooting for WCA. And he does. It's a 3-point game. This one could put a dagger in it. 8.3 seconds left. The shot here. He does. It's a 4-point game. 2 huge shots from Lazaro. I wish we could do a post game because it would be all about Lazaro. What a game he's played today. By far the MVP of this game. So with 8.3 left in regulation, the Eagles, it's a 2-possession game. They have no time to do anything. They really are just going to have to hope they can get a long 3 and maybe a foul. Maybe somebody to foul him. Let him take a long shot. If you're Ronan O'Leary, you're telling guys, no fouls. Let them burn off time. Just put up resistance, but don't take a foul. So for a team that we talked about so much earlier, we're so disciplined that they weren't taking fouls, they actually have finished this game with 9 in the second half. That has turned out to be key. And just the performance of Lawrence Lazaro. It has been all Lawrence Lazaro. Big plays from Marquand Watson, but not there offensively today. And Lawrence Lazaro has been all about it. Tremendous game from the young man. Pressure the ball, but don't. Up. Too many seconds and a turnover. Menaker takes too long on the inbound. And it's a turnover with 8.3 to go. Prado is going to take it, get switched out for Stallworth, or Simon, excuse me, and Ronan O'Leary is going to call a timeout. So what's going to happen here, you can expect, is they will probably look to get the ball inbounded to Lazaro again, then an immediate foul, hopefully, from Enfield. And they're going to hope they can get a miracle here. So that's key. Menaker taking too long on the inbound. So the message here from Kevin Zaluki has to be foul whoever gets the ball. If you're Ronan O'Leary, you're working a play. Ideally, in a perfect world, you're going to just get it and run out the clock. If not, you want to get it, you want to hit your free throws and then play defense. Again, just like I said earlier, no fouls. Just want to put up some resistance and make them chew up the last 8.3. Edwards going to throw it in. Gives it quickly over to Lazaro. 5 seconds left. Now the foul at 4.6. And they're going to call that one on Hicks. 4.6 seconds left. And he'll be shooting 2. 4.6 seconds left. And Lazaro, good as gold again, makes it a 5-point lead with 4.6 to go. Watson is going to be done for the night. Prado back in the game. And this could do it. And it runs out. 3, 2, 1, long bomb. And that will do it. After trailing by as many as 5 points, the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans come from behind with a 5-point lead, a 5-point win over the visiting Enfield Eagles. What a broadcast, what a game. Thank you so much for joining us on this DETSportsmedia.com production of Waterbury Boys Varsity Basketball in the 2019 Division II Boys Basketball Tournament for to determine a state champion. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you soon.